Then I want you to follow the thread. So one way of doing that is understanding more about what they have just shared with you. Sometimes people will say, tell me more about that. That's not necessarily wrong. Sometimes people will be like, oh, well, how's that affecting your business? Again, those aren't necessarily wrong. We just want it to actually feel natural. And this is where it doesn't happen all the time. Someone will ask the initial question, but then they're going to ask another initial question. And then they ask another initial question. I can't talk today. And they're not following any threads. They're just asking question after question after question. And there's nothing to start uncovering those motivations and desires. So you have to follow the thread. And one way that you can do that is you can say, hey, I can imagine what that would look like for your business, but can you help me understand a little bit more about how it's affecting you personally? Instead of just saying, oh, tell me more about that, or how's that affecting you? That's when it can almost come across like we don't know what we're doing. So if someone tells me, hey, Brooke, my sales are down, and I say, oh man, well, how's that affecting your business? Well, are you an idiot? Do you not know how sales going down affects your business? So you can't just have these scripted answers that don't make any sense. It has to be a regular, normal conversation where we follow that thread. So if my sales are down, oh, I'm really sorry about that. Can you help me understand where is that happening the most in your business? Or I can imagine that if your sales are down, it's affecting your revenue. Is that the biggest concern that you have right now? We want to be intelligent in the following the thread questions that we have.